Well, hello, this is Gmodism, Total Nerdy channel, and we did a very basic cannon tutorial or mortar bombardment thing. Now we will make a slightly more advanced cannon, but it will still be no mods required, only vanilla Garry's mod is what you need. So, let's be doing this thing. Alright, so if you see here builder and general, and that's not true because we will go to builder and specialized, and here you find various long tubes. We will now select a tube that is long enough. This one is long enough and it's all good. So this will be our cannon barrel. Now we will go to, as you remember from the other, physical properties and put on some super eyes, which if we try to stand on this, you can see, no. Okay, if we try to use some other prop on it rather, we can see it's super slidey. And well, that's very good because then it will reduce friction very much. Now, we will find a rather heavy prop, or if you have weight tool, you can change the weight afterwards. And we can see this stove here is just perfect to use as our cannon base. And we put it right over there and there. And to make it a bit more snug, we will actually go to no collide and left click, left click. This is just a fast menu that I use, and you don't need that in any way. If you're interested, I have a video called on my reviews playlist. It's GB Radial. And when you have no collided them, you can put them inside one another a little bit, which is what we want to do. Now we will left click, and they are welded. So, what we'll do now is actually go to the dynamite, and what we will do here is spawn a dynamite, then we will spawn another one with the 0, let's just try it. They're almost instantaneous. Okay. So if we have it to 0.1, you can see when I put my mouse here I can drag with large numbers, and here I can drag in super small numbers. It's like nothing here, but you still can use it. So if we would spawn it like that, you can see they are very close to each other. So we will have like, the first one will of course be 0. The next one will be 005, the next one will be 001, and the third will be 0015. And they will create a very fast blast. Let's add another one, 0.20. Alright. Now, we will go to our no collide tool again. You can find it here also, in the menu if you like to, just here. And then you right click, and right click, and right click, and right click, and right click. Then they will no longer collide with anything. Or, then we can like move them inside here. Or actually, even better, we use the Weld tool and easy weld. This little fun grid that I have here, it's just something called Smart Snap, if you like to have something like that. Well, maybe somewhere there, and well, you get the thing. We will do this for every part of dynamite, so I check back when I'm done. Like that. Now we should do a simple test of our cannon. We just take a barrel and put it in here as a shot. Make sure to unfreeze. Then we press 0. And we can see it gotten some good speed to fly away with. Now, if we point it up like this, everything will be slightly more simple. It can be also easier to use grav gun to load this thing. Like that, and fire. And you see it flew away a good bit. Now, what we can do is actually to have some explosive shots. Thing is with explosive shots that you always need a barrel between, because if we just put in one of these like that and try to fire them off, it will just fire off already exploded debris. But having a oil barrel that can't explode between will actually make it more durable. Like that, and put this in. Oops. Ooh. Okay, I just redo that. You need to be careful. So if you take this barrel and you hold it and right click so you can freeze it, it will actually help a good bit. Now, it is now loaded and let's fire. And you can see that is a quite good cannon. What we even can do is add even more explosive barrels. If we like to make a compact shot, maybe with 5 barrels even, like a 5-barrel shot. Then we take this one and all the small explosive cannon. Then we will take the no collide tool and right click every one except one. Now we will start placing them with a little bit more pointing up. But we will however make a little test. So we will take our welding tool, left click, so it's all and good. Then we take our, where is it now? The Duplicator tool, right click and paste that one. So we will just load it to see that it works. And it does. Good. Well, one bit more. And we will repeat this step until all is down. So I will come back to you very soon. Now we'll just take our welding tool and we will weld everyone to the little base plate thing. And now it can be a bit hard to find every of them, but eventually you will do. You can also color them differently if you have trouble finding them. And I think that this is done, and it is. Then we take the Duplicator tool and we copy it, just because to be safe. And then we will see if our little thing will work. It will now be a quite powerful stuff. Like that. Fantastic. So fire. Ooh, that's some explosive power indeed. Now, of course, if you want to add even more velocity to your cannon, you just increase the amount of dynamites here. And you have a little delay of them, so we can have a good, well, then they will increase the velocity when they explode a little bit off sync. So of course you can press the button many times, which we should try with this shot. We also have aligned it a bit more smoother down, so we will get an angle that's probably better suited for this one. So when it's super ice, it will glide in to the bottom of the base of the cannon very quickly. So we can see it flew a bit longer. Awesome. And now, even though it works good and all, it looks kind of bad. So you go to your material, which is, well, here also. And then you select some materials you would like to have on your cannon. So this is my selection. I choose a little rusty color. Something you also would really like to have is having some good ways to aim. Then we will like to make a little basic aiming thing. And how to do this? We go to, let's see here, Builder and General. Then we should be selecting the large metal plate like this. and we use the Shift and E, as in the last tutorial, will get us good sharp angles. Like that. Then we will have a rotating base on top of this, which we will have select a smaller prop. Now we will go to our axis tool, and we will, well, left click there and go to the middle of this one and left click again, and we'll have a good rotating base. Now that I think of it, we do not have this is supposed to be with no mods, so if we don't want to change the weight on anything, we should probably make sure to select a at least quite heavy prop. So to make it equal and good, I think actually that we take another stove. I think that might be good. Oops. Or maybe one of... Yes, this one is good. That weighs the same. So we will go here, of course. We will then go to our axis tool, damn it, here. And the middle of this little prop here. What might be the middle? That seems to be the middle. And then we go here and put it down there. And we will have a nice axis for this one. Then we just take the cannon here, and we should also take the no collide tool and left click, no, scrap that last one, just this base prop will be no collided. And I think that this should be all in good. And of course a bit more in the middle. Now you will do a little special move. You will take your axis tool and then you will right click on this one, this thing, and then we will right click again in the corner of this one. And that's very interesting because then we get an axis that begins basically where we clicked the last time. And the axis is main point is actually this thing. Now, we will of course be able to control this. That we will do. Then we need a good rod in the air. Oh yes, take this one, should be alright. We right click this one with a no collide tool so it won't collide with anything. Then we take it, straighten it up and put it somewhere around there, I believe, will be a good spot. Yes. Then we take the weld tool and we left click it so it's welded to the base. Then we will go and select the winch tool. Now is the time we want to select some buttons to, well, basically aim with. I will select the arrow keys. So make longer, arrow down, make shorter, arrow up. And that should be all good. The top of this one and the top of that one. And we can now use this to aim. Isn't that good? Now we will of course need to use some more buttons, and for that we will use thrusters. The thruster model actually decides the force of it. This weighs 5 and this weighs like 65. That means that the heavier the thruster, the heavier the more power it will generate, because it's quite basic math, and if you read some math you probably understand what type of thrust they calculate by. Well, forward will be left key and reverse will be right key. So then I need to think, let's see here, if we press left, oh yes, then the thruster will be here. And now I did some wrongs here. Toggle should not be, well, and let's use a little machine. And this thruster might be too weak. And it is. It's too weak. Let's then select a heavier thruster, like this one. And of course, this was set very low. You can drag this up to a good level also. But if you need even more power and this max, then you might need to select a heavier model. But this 5 kilo model is completely enough. We can actually lower this to about 1700. Have it there. And that's too low. Let's have it somewhere around there. You can actually update them like this. And here we see it works completely fine. Well, now I guess the only thing left is to strap on the same material so we have some unity. And then I guess we could basically be trying this out on some fun targets. Well, I built 2 small towers. Well, I believe that this will conclude the actual tutorial, so if you feel that you will want to go trying right away, then I say thank you very much for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and I hope I will be seeing you the next video. Now, remember to keep away when firing this, because, well, it will be kind of dangerous. One thing we also can do, actually, now that I come to think of it, is installing a little aim thing. Then we will have a camera, use toggle, and select the key that I want to have the camera on. Now, we will go to the Weld, and we will right-click it to easy weld it. And then, as you might understand, we really wanted to weld it to the main barrel around as straight as we're able to achieve. Then we press Alt, we will have a weird cannon view. Now, we will probably be making some fun. Let's see here, aim or something like that. Then you can go to rope and have a very thin rope like this. And, well, I'm actually not sure that this works, but let's try. You can see it would work. We just need to practice some. Okay, I don't know, it doesn't look very cool, but you get the thing. You get the main point, and that's all that I would like to achieve, actually. Well, it's loaded and clear, so I guess that we could stand down a good bit away, and we will go into the aim mode, and we can aim it, and then we maybe can try to see if we actually can create it. And, well, we could almost hit it. Let's try again. We'll go and we will manually load it while the wood and all the things are burning. All and nice. And let's see here if we get, and we feel a bit heavy, actually. We might need a heavier thruster. Okay, and somewhere around there. Oh, now I kind of died, but we hit a target. Oh well, I guess this will conclude it for this time. It's a little bit more advanced cannon turret. Well, thank you very much for watching. Gmodism Total, another channel making some really simple tutorials, no mods required. Well, like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe so you will be available when the next video comes out. Well, thank you for watching. Gmodism officially out.